So there's been 3 times in my life where I thought, this is gonna change everything about everything. And the first, I was probably, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years old. It was when the internet was first coming out. And I had logged into this bulletin board service. You had to dial in, and it was a real complicated process. I remember reading this article, and it said, coming soon, the World Wide Web. And I thought, this is gonna change everything. We're gonna be able to type in an address, and it was gonna have this .com behind it. And it wasn't long after that I built my first website, and that became the foundation of the business that I run today. It changed everything about our world. And the second was when Steve Jobs was on the stage, and he was announcing a new product. And he says, we're actually announcing 3 devices, an internet communicator, a phone, and a web browser, or something like that. And then he kept saying like these 3 things, but he's like, it's actually just one thing, and ultimately that one thing was this, it was the iPhone. And I thought this is gonna change everything, and it has. Some for good and some for bad, for sure. I mean, to some extent it gives us a lot of freedom, and on the other side, it can also make us a slave because we just constantly feel like we have to be connected to everybody all the time. And that's not necessarily good. And now the third big thing that there's no question will change everything about everything was the first time I logged into ChatGPT. And it's really AI as a whole, but ChatGPT was the first model that I think we as a society got to experience where we thought, oh, this is significant. This changes everything. All of a sudden we started to see things differently, at least I did. Things that have become so normal, like Googling for an answer, all of a sudden seem ancient. Naturally, a lot of people have 2 distinct reactions. They either are really fearful and they're afraid. I saw this amongst copywriters. I've seen it now amongst designers and even video editors. A lot of people in the marketing space that I'm in and communication world think, well, this is gonna take our jobs. And then I see people on the other end who are very excited. Most people that are cut from the cloth that I am, which is entrepreneur at heart, it's easy to go to like the far extreme and think, man, AI is gonna destroy the world. And I mean, shoot, I don't know, maybe it will. But at the end of the day, I can't control that, nor can I stop it. And I think that's the question we should be asking ourselves is, what does this make possible? And how can I use this for good? One really cool example, my son, one of my sons, is pretty severely dyslexic. And he's got great ideas though. He knows how to tell a good story. He loves to watch a good movie. He loves that whole world. But man, when he goes to put words to paper, the ideas are right, but the structure isn't always great. It turns out I probably am mildly dyslexic myself, as are many entrepreneurs. But the beauty of AI is, especially a tool like ChatGPT, which is just the beginning, is that it takes that disability away. It actually empowers someone. And so the way we should be thinking rightly about this is simply, ditches still need to be dug. It's just that we don't have to do them with shovels anymore. We have backhoes. Right? The tool accentuates our abilities, or should, and people are worried about things like, AI is going to take my job. And I would say AI is not going to take your job, but if you're in the tech, marketing, creative space and you're not learning to use AI, someone who understands AI will take your job. I sat a couple months ago with some other agency owners who run marketing agencies like me, and one of the guys had said, we found out that one of our copywriters was using ChatGPT with their resume submission, and so we didn't accept her. And I kind of jokingly looked at him and said, well, hey, I'd love to talk to her and hire her. And I was dead serious, or being dead serious, and he was like, kind of laughed it off. And I said, no, I'm serious. And he's like, why? I said, because I want people in my organizations who are leveraging these technologies for good. And the instinct immediately is that like, somebody's cheating because they're using this tool. And it's like, I mean, no more than somebody's cheating because they're using a calculator. Now, look, math teachers back in the day thought, hey, kids that use calculators are cheaters. But are they? I mean, we should use the tools to the best of our abilities. And sure, we need to learn basic reading and writing, and we need to learn fundamental communication skills. Right now, that's starting with something like ChatGPT, but the future of where that's going across every single medium is really significant. I want to constantly be involved with this stuff. One, because I just think it's fun. Like, it's really amazing that we've been able to use our abilities as human beings to create technology like this. And so that's the way I'm thinking about it with all the teams that I get to lead. That's the way I'm thinking about with the company that I lead is how can we use this for good? How can we use it to help our own teams be more effective? How can we use it for our clients to help them grow? And I think if we all think of it that way, we're gonna be much better off. So I'm not that worried. I'm not that afraid. I'm excited about it, and I can't wait to see how we can all together use it for the betterment of mankind.